on today's episode of DAPA.DANIEL.
We are over here in Whitley Place, a walkthrough over this 2011 5-bed. And then you can see on the outside of this home, it's got a reddish brown brick to it. And then now we're into the living room and the dining room area here. Kitchen's got a few things going on with it. The lots over on this side are a little bit smaller. They're more like 0.2 of an acre. The tax rate is 1.99%. So you can see like the curb appeal with these homes are a little bit different.
So that makes sense.
Howdy folks, welcome back to another video. Today we are over here in Whitley Place. We're gonna be checking out a coming soon home that's actually listed by our brokerage that'll be on the market by the end of this weekend. But this is one of my favorite neighborhoods over in Prosper. Like if you were to ask me, hey Daniel, what is one of your top communities that you like that has older pre-owned homes with it? I would tell you right off the bat, Whitley Place. So home prices in here are gonna be anywhere from like $800,000 all the way up to $3 million. So a big range in that sense, but we're gonna do a walkthrough over this 2011 5-bed, 4-bath, little over 4,000 square feet, currently listed at $875,000. Once we go through this and do the little home tour, I'll then hop back in the car. We'll do like a little driving tour around this neighborhood as well and talk about what else this community has to offer. But first, let's go check out this one here. So this one's currently priced at about $217 per square foot. They do have the driveway in the front of this home. There might be some other alleyways within this neighborhood, but it seems like majority of these homes are gonna have the garage in the front of it. So the garage is actually split in two. So you got a single car on the left side, and then you have a 2-car garage. And then you can see on the outside of this home, it's got a reddish brown brick to it, as well as some stone accents going around kind of the bottom half of the house. And then the trim around the home is painted in brown. This is actually a darling home. Okay. So there's also parts of this home that have been updated here and there. But how Darling Homes was building back in the day, I just like the older Darling Homes better than like the new Darling Homes, because I've said this in my videos before, the new Darling Homes are owned by Taylor Morrison, so I feel like you're just buying a very expensive Taylor Morrison house. So we'll walk around to the first floor, and then we'll go upstairs as well, walk around that, and then we'll go check out the backyard as well. There's actually gonna be no neighbor on this backside with this home and this lot. There's a few homes like that around the neighborhood. There's also like some creeks and some paths, but we'll talk about that a little bit later once we do the neighborhood tour sitting in the car. So the first room is the study up along here. So really big windows in this office that curve up, and then they got these nice thick shutters on here as well. And these shutters actually open up too. So maybe just an idea on what you could do with your home. Now these shutters are a little bit more expensive than like your basic ones, but they do look really solid and fitted to that window. They have a built-in on this study here, so you get this long countertop space in wood that also matches down with the wood on the first floor. You can see the plank wood on here is a lot skinnier than what you typically see on like the new construction homes. Sometimes on the older homes that I walk through, the hardwood floors are just a little bit smaller, but it's kind of a hit or miss sometimes walking through. I just noticed that the planks are a little bit thicker nowadays on like the new construction ones. You got drawers and cabinets all throughout, and then you got some shelves going up and across, so you can kind of decorate this and make this office look pretty solid. Also crown molding on the top. So the crown molding's got a little bit more curves in it than the baseboards at the bottom. So not the same matching up there, but they are painted in white. And then these doors close off, and they have glass on them that you can look out into the entryway. There is a bit of a plant shelf up above the entryway that brings in some light. So this front door is not gonna bring in a whole bunch of light to it. It is just full wood. This home is facing out towards the, which direction is that, Daniel? That is west. All right, the back of the home is east, so you get this nice morning sun, and then in the afternoon, kind of that side of the home is gonna get hit with the sun, maybe a little bit of the office since it's a bit in the front. The entryway goes up, looks like 19-foot ceilings within here, and then they have the dining room. They also have this accent wall. I'm trying to figure out where the light is. Oh, okay, there it is. It's on that side, and it has a dimmer to it. So this is like the old school dimmer that they have. Nowadays, I'm starting to see this be like touchscreen or something. So this is the dining room, and here, so still matching crown molding up along kind of like that office space, and then they've got this accent wall here, and the wall is painted in a blue color with a little bit of gray in it as well. So they got kind of that accent wall, and then the rest of the walls around here are painted white. Let me step around this way. Underneath the stairs is going to be a storage closet with a coat rack. It goes a little bit further down. into there. And then now we're into the living room and the dining room area here. Kitchen's got a few things going on with it. So they match the island paint with that paint that's also in the dining room too. So it kind of flows in together. And honestly, I think within this kitchen, you got plenty of storage and cabinet space. So there's drawers that extend the whole length of the wall here. And then you got cabinets that also go all the way up. And then the top cabinets up there have glass on them. These cabinets are a little bit higher than what I usually see on like new construction homes. So you just get more storage within that cabinet, even though the top one is a little bit tighter. But I see most families use that top cabinet with the glass as like decoration. So I'd rather have more storage space within the cabinet than storage space on that top one with glass showing. Outlets all the way down. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outlets along this countertop, 5 gas burner stovetop. There's also a pot filler that they've installed in here. And then this backsplash is tiled in white. The tile on here kind of gives the effect of stone, how it's kind of textured. And then these countertops in here have like a rustic feel to them. There's like a bit of brown, black, gray, white. And then it also matches and extends into this small butler's pantry with some cabinets, small wine rack, and then on the opposite side of that is a pantry. The dining room over in this section that leads out to the back patio has 3 windows behind it. So in the mornings, this backside is gonna get a whole bunch of sun, which I think is kind of nice because even though these ceilings are a little bit lower, at least this morning sun's gonna come in. And then right now it's 1 o'clock. So you can see that this backside of the house is getting a little bit darker and kind of cooling off. On the patio, it is just a bit extended. They also covered it. There is a fan out here, some lights. They also put in some speakers. This is where the TV would go. They have a mount set up there. There is a gas outlet, and then there's a little bit of a patio out on this side. This home has no neighbor on the back side, but there is Custer Road running along it on the back. And you can see this size lot is about a 10,000 square foot lot, which is probably about 15 feet from the back patio to there, and then 80 feet wide. About 126 depth. There's also the oven, microwave on that side, and that's where the fridge would go. This is the living room, so you got this fairly big mantle that kind of matches with the same stone on the outside of the home as well. It is a gas fireplace, and then going a little bit further back is where it goes into the bedrooms now. So the primary bedroom is gonna be on the left side, and then you got the utility closet that goes out towards the garage here. So you got this garage, 2-car garage on this side, a little bit of a bump out there. And then there's 3 windows also within this garage, just to make the elevation look a little bit nicer with those windows on the front. Utility room has some nice things with it, right? So you get a sink, floating shelves, washer, dryer over on that side, and then also cabinets and drawers down below, and they match the same type of deal with the kitchen with those brass fixtures and handles. Also on the front of the house is a bedroom. So this bedroom has a closet, and this closet actually kind of goes in curves with that staircase. So 3 closet rods in here, 3 shelves, and then there is 1 window in here, but this whole room is painted white. Majority of this home is gonna have hardwood floors, so you're gonna notice that within the bedrooms, primary bedroom. And then in the middle here, for this bedroom, there's the bathroom in here. So same thing matching with the cabinets painted in blue. Countertop up here extends the whole length of the wall. And then not only did they do the brass towel rack faucet, but they also matched the trim around the mirror as well, and with the lights up above. Further back into here is the toilet with the shower and tub. Keep in mind, guys, this is a 2011, so there might be some things that aren't as updated. So you can kind of notice with the tiling on the back of here, a little bit of an older feel with the home, kind of how they were doing things back in 2011. And then also, you get a bidet. So that's a nice little touch, I guess. Starting to see more bidets, or more people building their homes with the ability to have like a plug-in to a bidet. This is the primary bedroom now. So primary bedroom on the back side has a little bit of a bump out. Obviously TV mounted up on this side. Ceiling heights in here look like they go up about 9 foot. And then these double doors open up into the primary bathroom. This primary bathroom has a frameless shower with a couple of niches in here built in, and then you get blue tile on this one, and then kind of matches with the cabinets on this dual vanity that goes the whole length of the wall. On the opposite side is just kind of more storage. Also a rectangular floating tub. Toilet over on the right side, and then this is the closet here
which is fully built out. So you usually don't see closets like this. Like this is something you gotta do after you move in. Maybe some custom builders, or if you kind of ask for that custom job after, but you're not really gonna see builders offer like a standard option for this. This one's been updated with some things, so I like what they've done. They've also added a mirror in here. That's the other thing. It's like, well, once you put on your outfits, you want to just kind of see what you look like, right? So I think it's kind of nice that they have the mirror within the closet rather than having to walk back into the bathroom where you can only see like from your waist up and kind of what you're wearing. So a full length mirror set up with those doors, which I think is kind of a nice touch. Still matching on here with the brass hardware with the rest of the home. So there is a bit of continuity and a theme to this house and not just a whole bunch of randomness. And then there's also glass cabinets up above, but plenty of drawers, coat racks, and storage for you to put all your stuff nice and neat. And that's gonna be the first floor there. So we'll walk upstairs now. There is a curved staircase on this home, and the risers are painted white, and the tread is still in that brown wood. And then it goes up into carpet where the rest of the bedrooms are. And there is a bump up here into a game room loft area with some windows on the backside. And then also there is a media room. So it steps down into a media room, so you could fit a few rows of couches in here. And then there's also a little bit of an accent on the wall with these wall columns. I don't know how well it's popping out because it's painted black in here. And then also big movie room, projector installed on here already, but the whole room is painted in black just to give that media room feel. There is a look down into the dining room, so you can see the entryway from over here. They got this built out small office space area, so if you do have kids, maybe this can be like a nice area to be able to have them work, do their homework right outside of their bedrooms. The bedrooms are gonna come with their own bathrooms on here on this second floor, so this is actually shared though. So this bedroom has its own vanity, and then this bedroom also has its own vanity, but it's shared. Turn on the light for you guys. So just small cabinets down below, and then they kind of match the tile with the shower on the floor in that brown color that kind of matches with that bathroom that we walk through downstairs in the hallway. And then if you are a video editor and you need a green screen, well, hey, look, you already got a whole wall painted in green, which I know most of you guys are gonna be like, I can't do the green, but I don't know, maybe there is a video editor out there that wants a green screen, and look, it already comes with the house, right? The closets in here, not the biggest closets. I would say these are pretty basic, right? 3 coat racks, 3 shelves, and that's what the other bedroom closet looks like as well. On the hallways are also some little closet areas, and then this room actually leads back into the attic. There's where the water heaters are. So 2 water heaters up on the second floor, and then within this room, you just have a few shelves within there. But it's like a door within a door. It's kind of interesting how they hid. I guess that adds a little bit better insulation from that attic space. And then this is into that other bedroom. So this bedroom, about the same dimensions, but this one comes with a blue wall. Okay, let's walk to the other side now. And this is where the last bedroom is going to be. So over on this side, it stays with the hardwood floor. So within those bedrooms, it's carpet. Over here, it's hardwood. This closet space, kind of the same as those other ones, 3 closet rods, 3 shelves. So this bedroom comes with the bathroom on the outside. And then you see the vanity, shower, and how that all is. And that is going to be it. That's kind of what an older darling home looks like and what you could potentially buy at $875,000 over in Whitley Place. Now we're gonna hop back in the car, drive around, and show you guys a little bit more over what this neighborhood has to offer and what these other homes look like. All right, and we're off. Go and check out the rest of Whitley Place. So over in this section, we're kind of on the north section of this neighborhood. The lots over on this side are a little bit smaller. They're more like 0.2 of an acre, and then on the more south side of the neighborhood, we'll get over to that in a little bit. Those are sitting on like 0.3 or bigger. Not really half acres. There might be like one house that's a half acre just because it has a really long tract of land, but most of these are gonna be like square lots. There's just a few here and there that are more of like a rectangle going a little bit further back, depending on if it backs up to Wilson Creek. So within this neighborhood, I'll talk about some details on like the tax rate HOA. So for this one, the tax rate is 1.99%.
The tax rate over here in Prosper has been dropping. I came out with a video on the Mosaic and somebody left a comment, which is great. So guys, just kind of keep updates on like, if I leave a tax rate and say that and then it ends up changing later on, or if it's not the correct one or you're getting told something different, just leave in the comments. But I try to do my best on like talking with people, getting the research, talking with builders or talking with title companies to see what the most up-to-date thing is. That being said, I've seen that it's dropped from like, Prosper used to be like a 2.4, went to a 2.2, and now it's sitting at like around 2%. So getting a little bit cheaper around these areas, but the values of the homes are still going up. So it's kind of like, great, tax rate's going down, but the values of the homes are still going high. So that's just kind of the deal with that. Also, the HOA in here is going to be $1,100 annually up to $1,400 annually. And it's going to be $1,400 annually on the lots that are a little bit bigger. So now we're kind of headed over into other sections. So you can see like the curb appeal with these homes are a little bit different than that other part of the neighborhood that we were in when we were checking out those homes. These have more of a custom feel to it. The other neighborhood, that other section of the neighborhood has more of like a cookie cutter feel to it. But that being said, I think that this is a good spot or a good area that if you are in the budget of under $1 million, if you're looking for a pre-owned home, this is kind of the neighborhood I'd look into, because all your other neighbors are going to be way above you in the sense of like homes in here sell for $3 million, 2 million, 1.5 million. So I'd rather be on like the lower end of the market rather than the higher end of the market. There's 2 actives right now on the MLS. So sometimes in this neighborhood, there'll be 5 homes active. Sometimes there'll be nothing active. But for the most part, you usually see 1 active throughout the year. That I've kind of come across, right? It just might be really expensive compared to other ones that are in like the 800s or 900s. The 2 actives in here, the low end was actually the one that we walk through right now. The cheapest one within this neighborhood, 2011 5-bed, 4-bath, 4,019 square feet, priced at $875,000 at $217 per square foot. And then on the high end, there's a 2017 in here, 5-bed, 5-bath, 4,332 square feet, listed at $1,365,000 at $315 per square foot. Now, some of these homes are going to be a little bit higher price per square foot because it's just a custom home. It might back up to no neighbor. The reason why that home's a little bit cheaper is because it's sitting on like a smaller lot. It's sitting more on like 10,000 square feet. And then also it backs up to Custer Road. So even though you get no neighbor on the backside, there is gonna be that traffic that you hear as well. There's been like 3 other homes that have closed in the 800s, but it's not a whole bunch, right? Most of these homes, and I'll get into the details, but most of these homes in here are closing at well over $1 million. There is a pending right now, a 2015, a 4-bed. And this person's just gonna, yeah, they're just gonna, okay. I don't know if that caught on camera, but like this lady was just backing up out of her van and was just not paying attention until like the last second when she saw me. So that's perfect. Pendings in here, like I was saying, 2015 4-bed, 4-bath, 3,591 square feet at $1,079,000 at $300 per square foot. Within here was a 2014 5-bed, 4-bath, 2 half-bath, 4,431 square feet at $1,118,000 at $250 per square foot. So that's why I say some of these houses in here that are in like the 8s, the 9s, I think those could be really good options because you're on the lower end of the market and you kind of got room to run, maybe build up some equity. Also within this neighborhood that I'm not the biggest fan of, pretty homes and stuff, but there is a power line running through a part of the neighborhood here and there. So like these homes here have the power line structure on the back side of the home. Now, you have to think to yourself, okay, would a buyer or would you rather have something that is a big power line on the back side of your home or being up along Custer Road? I think for me, it would really come down to the price of the home and what it was. So like if that home that we walked through was like $1.5 million and it was behind Custer Road, probably wouldn't take that compared to a home that was, you know, $1 million or $900,000 and needed a little bit more updates with power lines on the backside. So I think it also comes down to like what the home is itself when kind of comparing for what is on the backside of the home. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of power lines because they're just kind of obnoxious and in the way, and no one really likes to look at that. But then again, people also don't like to hear traffic and noise too. So I think it kind of depends on the house at that point and the price of it and what you're willing to compromise with. There are some leases in here. I pulled out one lease. The last lease was closed in June. So majority of this neighborhood are like families trying to build roots and do those types of things. I also think that, you know, people aren't really doing leases and investments in here because it's not really as likely to rent something out, but one did back in June. 2008, 5-bed, 4.5 bath, 4,580 square feet at $9,800 per month. And then over to the left, we're passing now, is another amenity center. So there's 2 pools in here, some parks, some playgrounds, walking trails, and some sidewalks to kind of go around, dog walk. They did leave a bit of a nature feel within the neighborhood and some trees on the backside. So some of these homes get, you know, really nice privacy with some things. And then they also left some really big trees up along some of the walkways too, which is kind of nice. You don't see that in all the communities, but within this one, there's a bit of that. The school district in here is going to be Prosper ISD. That's going to be Cockrell Elementary, Rogers Middle School, and then Walnut Grove High School. And that is the new high school that actually got built right down the street. So that's really close to here as well. There are a few cul-de-sacs within this neighborhood too. So you'll see some of that within here if you guys are coming around checking out Whitley Place. But I do find that some families, when they go look at pre-owned homes, they do like this neighborhood. It's just sometimes it's really just priced out of people's range because there are some expensive lots within here too. Okay, let's go back towards the front of the neighborhood, but I mean, that's gonna be kind of the most part of like what this neighborhood is kind of gonna look like with some things. I would say most of the homes in here have that traditional look with things. Some of them have, none of them are really like farmhouse style. So you didn't start seeing that come in till like 2019, 2018, 2020. I think there are some 2020s built in here, some newish construction, just because there are some, I think there's one more lot in this neighborhood that actually is available to build on, but for the most part, everything's gonna be kind of built out, but you're gonna see mostly brick with some stone kind of halfway up the wall on the front end of it and the walkway. But it also looks like there's no alley. I thought maybe one couple streets in here might have an alleyway, but it looks like all these homes are gonna have the garage in the front. So that being said, since there's really no alleyways within this neighborhood, most of these lots are gonna have a neighbor on the backside, right? Because, you know, there's no alleyway splitting between you and your neighbor, which is a little bit, you know, annoying for some people that wanna have a little bit more privacy within their home. There's all the ice that hasn't melted. So we survived the winter storm. We made it. It was okay. It turned out all right. It wasn't too bad. It was freezing cold. That's why I didn't do a live stream last Sunday, because I was like, it is too cold for this. It is too cold for this. And I think this video, either I'll be posting this on the 19th or Monday. I don't know. We'll have to see what my timeline looks like. All right, the commute out of here down to Dallas is going to be 44 minutes. DFW Airport, 39 minutes. Fort Worth, 1 hour away. The high school is 4 minutes away, and the hospital is 18 minutes away, and then the nearest grocery store is 10 minutes away. From this area, I mean, you're not too far off from like 380, 1st Street, within Frisco, Frontier Parkway, all that kind of stuff to get down to Preston Road. This neighborhood is on the east side of Preston Road, so it is a little bit further back. But you're also along Custer over here too. So if you need to get down Custer to go to 380, that's an easy straight shot out of here. And then through the neighborhood, just some more walking trails, some more fountains and just areas. And then this is the front this is mainly the front entrance to the neighborhood. That's up here along 1st Street. And then across they're building in a new community called Malabar Hill. And then down to the right is where the high school is going to be. So that's where I'm going to end today's video. If you guys have any other questions about Whitley Place or buying in Prosper, Texas, looking for pre-owned homes, you're starting your home search, or maybe you're kind of looking at stuff and you're not working with an agent yet, love to work with you and your family and helping you guys out. Other than that, peace out, y'all, and take it easy as always. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me, Daniel, at the Home Expert Team. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that, bye.